sometimes we have to team up with evil. Does that make sense? What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I've been MIA. I got super sick with the flu and I'm still recovering, but super excited to be creating content. I'm super excited to share today's video because I've learned quite a lot, reflecting and just, working with my life, with my reality over the last few weeks. So really excited to share that with you guys. Today I wanted to speak about something that's been like the biggest, the loudest message, which is working with evil, working with the dark side of your reality and establishing those healthy boundaries so that you can be in control of your reality regardless of the different energies that we accept and have to co-create with. So when I say work with evil, what I really mean is understand and accepting the dark side. One of the biggest things that has been very clear to me is you never truly want to shame anything. You never truly want to hate anything or put anything down. It's been very useful for me in my own perspective because a lot of what a reality can be is an expression of ourselves. And so if you are shaming something, if you are putting something down and truly hating it from a place of ego, it can really, really put yourself down from a different angle, from a different perspective. And I've seen it manifest lessons and timelines down the line that teach you that there's really nothing to be hateful towards because there truly is all you. But when you're working with those energies, how can you be a little bit more careful? Be loving and loving that dark side, but also be more conscious in how you create your reality and choosing what favors you. And what I think really helps me is this being able to distinguish the difference between being nice and being kind. So I think a lot of times we want to be nice to people. There is this golden rule, right? Of like, you want to treat others the way you want to be treated. Sometimes we need tough love. Sometimes we need that kindness, which is what I truly believe is the difference between kind and being nice. Sometimes we need to hear, and sometimes we need to give that love that sometimes some people are going to find it's discomforting, but it really is the healthiest thing for the status quo for all parties involved. And I think the reason why this message is so important, I wanted to share with y'all, is because I think we get so caught up in people pleasing, we get so caught up in these different veils and shadows of reality that are truly quite toxic, and they hinder our growth and they hinder abundance. So when you're working with these energies, when you're loving that dark side of you, there's also a perspective of embracing the side of you that wants that comfort. So like, for example, I can very specifically know that there is a certain energy or a certain experience that I want to try to avoid in my reality. And from a place of love towards myself, I'm going to take certain actions, maybe avoid certain engagements in certain areas, just so that I can be more loving towards myself, and in return be loving to that energy, because that energy isn't conducive for me and therefore I'm not conducive for that energy. I think it's really more of how you do it and not what you do that really kicks that karmic energy around in a place of balance. So it's, again, how you do it, not what you do. It's saying no from a place of love. It's understanding that you're not rejecting that energy, you're embracing it from a place of love, and you're really just protecting your own abundant energy and protecting the abundance nature of that energy, just by organizing it and knowing the right boundaries and distance at which everything belongs. The way that I think about this that helps me kind of like visualize it is the planets. You know, the planets are all perfectly balanced at the right distance from one another. The sun plays its parts. Each planet's, you know, the ones that have their moons, they're all perfectly distanced at the right space, and it keeps the universe working together. I've seen different theories that the solar system, at least from, you know, our 9 planetary perspective of it, can be used as a really interesting tool in terms of space travel. And I think that again is just the outcome of what happens when things are perfectly balanced and positioned in your life. That things become, you know, quantum, and they benefit you in ways that you would have never thought. There have been many times in my life where I felt very stuck and felt very confused about my reality, but it was just because, again, like almost like certain planets and certain protocols of my the way that I show love and the way that I show tough love were out of whack and out of balance, and it was holding me back in a timeline that I felt stuck in. So I wanted to share this with y'all because I think as we move into the next few months, something that we're going to have to do is, especially if you haven't already, is embrace your shadow, embrace that creative nature of you, that creative love perspective of you that can see the beauty in everything, but at the same point in time, learn how to protect yourself and put yourself in the most conducive environments for your own personal growth so that you can grow your own abundant energy, and also stay out of the way from energies that, you know, you could be holding them back and they could be holding you back. Again, I've seen this in relationships, business relationships. I've seen this in all kinds of friendships. I've seen this in even just how we treat different energies, whether it be financial or food, you know. So to wrap it all up, I really just wanted to share this concept of being very creative with your perspective on how we treat quote unquote negative energy. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. It's showing that quote unquote negative energy tough love from a perspective of balance and a perspective of abundance. So I hope that makes sense. I really am really excited to be back and creating again. You know, it's just one of those things where I had to go internal for some time and heal, and also just, you know, build my foundation back up one block at a time, because as much as I love creating content, I have a lot of responsibilities with my agency and with my relationship and, you know, my first physical reality of, like, you know, I gotta eat, you know, I gotta show up for the people in my life, and then if there's no energy left over and I gotta sleep, you know, I inevitably have to sleep. So excited to be creating content on this page again. I'm gonna start creating content now in this new month on my social media pages to try to drive more traffic to these pages. So just say that to, you know, let you guys know that there are bigger plans at play here, and I'm really, really excited to see it all come to fruition. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. If you guys had any interesting feelings or thoughts throughout this video, please share them in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.